Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Timeless video. So today we are taking one of my favourite decks from Explorer, that's Izzet Phoenix, and we are taking it into Timeless, so we are able to play some powerful cards which are not available in the Explorer format to make our Phoenix deck even more finely tuned than it was before. So, unsurprisingly, the namesake card of this deck is present, Archetype Phoenix, 4 mana 3/2 with flying and haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast 3 or more instant and sorcery spells this turn, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, like the Explorer version, this is all about playing cheap instants and sorceries, cards which put Archetype Phoenix into the graveyard and then recurring it after we've played 3 instants and sorceries. So we are also running some other creatures which synergize well with these abilities. So we have 2 copies of Ledger Shredder. So this is the 1/3 flying for 2 that whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, it connives. So in this deck where we have so many cheap instants and sorceries, this gives us a way of pumping our Ledger Shredder, casting lots of spells, but also the discard lets us put Arclight Phoenix in the bin and also sculpt our hand. And then we are running 4 copies of Dragon's Rage Channeler. So this is a new creature that's not available in Explorer. So this is a 1/1 for 1. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you surveil 1. And then if you have Delirium, so as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, it gets +2/+2, has flying, and attacks each combat if able. So you kind of build your own Arclight Phoenix using non-creature spells and putting them into the graveyard. So that's our creature package, and then the rest of the deck is non-creature spells. So we've got 4 copies of Mishra's Bauble, so a 0 mana artifact that says tap sacrifice. Look at the top card of target player's library, draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. So although this doesn't help power out your Arclight Phoenixes, it does help trigger Ledger Shredders and also triggers Dragon Rage Channeler and helps towards Delirium when you sacrifice it. Then we have our cantrip, so we've got 4 copies of Brainstorm, so draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. As we've seen in other Timeless videos, very, very powerful with fetch lands. So if you get rid of 2 cards you don't want and then crack a fetch land to shuffle them away, you've essentially just drawn 3 cards for 1 mana, very powerful. And then consider, we've seen many times before, surveil 1, draw a card. And then we have a number of other, so our other cantrip in red is 4 copies of Faithless Looting. So 1 red, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. So a very cheap way of getting cards in the graveyard. And also has flashback for 2 and a red, so can recur it later on. And then some removal in the form of 4 copies of Lightning Bolt and 4 Unholy Heat as well. So Unholy Heat also has a Delirium clause, so it deals 6 damage to a creature or planeswalker if you have Delirium. So again, another incentive to get creatures and artifacts and other things in the graveyard. So that is our 1 mana slot, and then at 2 mana, as well as our Ledger Shredders, we've got 4 copies of Expressive Iteration. So this card is banned in Pioneer and Explorer because of the insane amount of value you get off it. So it's blue-red for a sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, put 1 of them on the bottom of your library, and exile 1 of them. You may play the exiled card this turn. So a frequent play pattern with Expressive Iteration is to play at turn 3, put a card you want into your hand, exile a land, play that, and you've essentially got draw 2 for 2 mana. So that's very good. And then obviously the 4 copies of Treasure Cruise, so 7 and a blue for a Delve sorcery. So we can exile any cards rather, not just spells, from our graveyard to pay part of its mana cost and then draw 3 cards. So yeah, it's Izzet Phoenix, but just because we have access to so many more powerful spells, just a more finely tuned version of the deck in Timeless. So we also have Gigantha the Wellspring as our companion, which we are seeing in a lot of decks actually. There's because the mana cost of so many cards in this format is so cheap, often Gigantha is a card that you can play in a lot of decks. And then we are only running 18 lands because we will draw through a lot of our library, and this has a very low to the ground curve. So we are running 4 Spirebluff Canal, 4 Steam Vents, and then 8 fetch lands to go and grab either our Steam Vents or an island. In the sideboard, we have 4 copies of Spell Pierce, so very important counter spell in the format, the ability to slow down non-creature spells. 2 copies of Pithing Needle, a scalpel for any particular problematic card, like Planeswalkers or whatever it may be. Another 2 Ledger Shredders, so we can bring those in if we need more creatures. Then we do have Cast into the Fire, so this is a 2-mana instant. It says choose one, it deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures, or exile target artifact, so this has kind of double utility in this format. So the first mode is a particularly good answer to Orcish Bowmasters, because it deals with both halves. And also exile target artifact can deal with the 1 ring that's indestructible, and indeed any other artifact the opponent may be playing. Then we have some targeted graveyard hate with Unlicensed Terse. And finally, a couple of Blood Moons. So this is a deck that can run Blood Moon without suffering too much. And because we have basic islands and all of our other lands just become mountains, so the deck can pretty much function by turning all non-basic lands into mountains. And that is a good way of dealing with opponents who are playing particularly greedy mana bases or not playing red. So we do have a couple of Blood Moons in the sideboard to bring in as well. So that is Timeless Izzet Phoenix. I'm very much looking forward to playing this. Yeah, I love Izzet Phoenix, so to play an even more powerful version of the deck is going to be very fun. I'm not sure how good it'll be in the format. I haven't seen it much played, so let's see how we go on with it. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Always appreciate the support, and yeah, let's go onto the ladder with some Timeless Phoenix. Okay, I'll happily take the play. The opponent's playing Lurus. This is not a bad opening hand. A couple of lightning bolts. No threats, though, so we will need those at some point. But so let's play Steam Vents. Let's play Bauble. Pass the turn. Okay, what's the opponent got going on? Okay, so let's consider, I think, in response. Pop Steam Vents in the bin. Crack our Bauble. Take a look at what we've got coming up. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, double Bauble. That's exciting. Let's take a look at both my library and theirs. So we both draw an extra card. Okay, let's drop another Bauble into play. Play another Consider. Yep, Archetype Phoenix can go in the bin, quite happily. Okay, that's decent, so let's take a peek at the top of their library. Ragavan, okay, well that's good to know that that's there. So I don't think they'll be dashing Ragavan into our Lightning Bolt. I mean, they can if they like, but wouldn't recommend it. Ooh, Iteration, okay. Well, I think we should get Shredder onto the board. And then I am happy to just pass the turn with Lightning Bolt up. Yep, that's fine. So, end of turn, if they haven't played Ragavan, I think we can bolt their Orcish Bowmasters. I wonder if they are playing Death Shadow, just because they are being very liberal with their life total. Yep. that's fine. So let's bolt Ragavan. Ooh, Faithless Looting's a good draw, so we could iterate, or we could play Faithless Looting. I think, well, we're going to want to kill their Bowmasters before we play Looting. So tell you what, let's iterate first. Let's pop Brainstorm in our hand. Have Polluted Delta here. Now let's play... We're going to have to Lightning Bolt that. Go fetch our final Steam Vents. Play Faithless Looting. Okay, I think we can lose land and land here. Bring back Phoenix. Attack for 3. Proctor. Huh. Oh, I see, okay. So... okay, this is interesting. So let's brainstorm first. I don't think there's any reason not to. Yep, okay, we can win. So let's pop back Spire Bluff Canal and Expressive Iteration. Let's Unholy Heat their Strip Proctor. Attack with Phoenix. And Lightning Bolt them to death. Okay, so Mardu something or other. I feel like we have a reasonably good matchup against them. But let's put in Unlicensed Hearse. What are we taking out here? Do I want Spell Pierce? We saw them mainly play creatures, to be honest, so let's leave that out for the moment. Am I taking Shredder out? I don't think so. The Connive ability is still very powerful. Unholy Heat is good. How good is Hearse here, actually? We saw them play Croxer. But then if they have a... No, I'm gonna leave... Actually, I think I'm gonna leave the deck as it is. I think this is a reasonably good matchup for us. Again, this hand's just kind of okay. The fact that it has Brainstorm and plus Fetch Land makes me feel okay, but now I would like some threats. Okay, just as well that wasn't Ragavan. So let's take a peek at the top of their library. Okay, they have their own Hearse. So again, probably worth waiting till turn 2 to Brainstorm. Okay, double Dragon Rage Channeler is just okay. Cast into the fire would be good here. Maybe we should pop that in if we Because they are playing Ragavan as well. Yeah, okay. Let's... If we go to a game 3, let's put that in. Yep, we will have our own Dragon Rage Channeler. So, let's play Brainstorm. Are we just shuffling away 2 lands here? Probably. So let's play Polluted Delta, crack a fetch land, grab another Steam Vents, play Dragon Rage Channeler, play another Bauble, get the Surveil ability. Iteration I think we can keep, put a sorcery in the bin. So they're fragmenting our reality here. Another unlicensed hearse is just fine. So this could be quite challenging if they get Delirium here. But they don't, so that's fine. Another Brainstorm. Well, I think I'm gonna play it. This is rough. Okay, let's pop back 1 Treasure Cruise and a Consider. Frack another fetch land. Grab an island. I think let's Treasure Cruise now. Before they eat our graveyard. Still no removal spells. Okay, let's just play Faithless Looting. Not going to discard Phoenix here, so let's discard Flooded Strand and another Looting. Play Bauble. Take a peek at the top of their library. Well, I ain't thrilled about the whole thing. No, I'm drawing the other half of my deck at the moment. Absolutely none of my removal. Yep, there's the Delirium. So, let's play Ledger Shredder. Well, let's play land first. Play Ledger Shredder. Now let's consider. Discard an iteration, so this can now tangle with channelers. No to Brainstorm. Okay, we don't currently have Delirium, so that's not going to do us much good. Pass the turn. Yeah, we are just dead to their Lightning Bolt here, so yeah, lack of removal there did for us. So let's pop in Cast into the Fire and a couple of Spell Pierces. Let's take out Treasure Cruise. I think that will do us fine for game 3. Yep, this is a fine hand. So let's plop Channeler into play, get some value off it immediately. Don't think we need another land at this point. Take a peek at the top of their library. Okay, land for them. Okay, Fragment Reality's doing good work for them here, so let's brainstorm. Let's pop back land and other brainstorm. Let's shuffle away those lands. Play a Faithless Looting. Phoenix and Consider, I think, can go in the bin. Okay, Proctor's fine, so let's play Brainstorm. Okay, that's pretty decent, so let's pop back land and Expressive Iteration for the moment. Well, no, let's pop back Cast into the Fire for the moment, just because they don't have much going on over that side. Let's crack our fetch land. Fetch an island. Lightning Bolt their Strict Proctor. Play Consider. Ooh, very nice. So double Phoenix is very tasty there. So they're being a lot more cagey with their life totals in these games because we're running red. Treadhorde Arcanist is fine. So let's play Expressive Iteration. That's not great, to be honest. So let's just pop Phoenix in our hand. Iteration to the bottom, Flooded Strand into play. What have they got? So they could flash back their Fragment Reality. But doing that to our Phoenix just basically gets us a different creature, so that's not the worst. Yep. So we just get a Shredder instead. Ooh, they get our Unholy Heat. That's pretty decent. Fortunately, I am going to Spell Pierce it. What do they do now? Okay, that doesn't save them. Neither does that. So, let's kill them. Very good. Okay, interesting matchup there, but no, I enjoyed that. Oh yes, yes, this is a fine opening hand. And by fine, I mean good rather than fine. So let's start getting some value off our channeler. Yeah, I'll have another one. Ooh, Dread Wanderer, interesting. So some sort of graveyard recursion deck, mono black aggro perhaps. It's very kind of my opponent to give me another thing for Delirium. Okay, Knight of the Ebon Legion was another fine card. So let's Unholy Heat their Knight. Yeah, we'll keep Brainstorm. Let's play Brainstorm. Pop Polluted Delta in the bin. That's pretty decent. So let's pop back Iteration and Spire Bluff Canal. Shuffle away all of that lot to grab an island. Let's play... how should we do this? Well, let's attack. Maybe let's just play Ledger Shredder here. Hold back our Bauble and our Cruise for next turn. Because I don't want to lose Delirium quite yet. And if we Cruise now, we will. So... Ooh, Necropotence, okay. So we're on a bit of a clock now. Spire Bluff I'm not so fussed about, so let's play Bauble. How am I doing this? Okay, let's play Bauble. Surveil. Yeah, let's put Consider in the bin. Let's start building up to using our Delirium again. Let's take a look at the top of their library. Trespasser is a good one. Let's play Treasure Cruise for... so, let's see, if we... If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and discard... Oh, there we know, we need to get rid of 5, don't we? Okay, I think there's a way of doing this, so... So let's 1, 2, 3, 4. So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That triggers Shredder. Pop another Cruise in the bin. Discard Spire Bluff Canal. Okay, very good. Now let's attack. Crack another flooded strand. Steam vents. Pop another channeler into play. And now just put maximum pressure on their life total, I think. God, it was so long ago, I completely forgot I cracked a bauble there. Okay, discard another land. Okay, that's not particularly threatening, so they are facing down lethal now. So let's lightning bolt them. Bin. Yep. Okay, very good. So, Spell Pierce, I think, against Necropotence. The Blood Moon isn't much good to us here. This shuts down Necropotence as well. Then what are we taking out? Unholy Heat, I think, is fine. Lightning Bolt's fine. Bauble's fine. Not really sure what to take out here. Maybe let's trip a couple of cruises. Looting, perhaps? Or Iteration? Yeah, let's get rid of Iteration, I think, in this matchup. Let's just have as many 1-drops as possible. Yeah. Seems fine. It's an interesting hand with no non-creature spells, but hopefully we will draw into those as we have so many. Ooh, oh, hello, hello. Okay. It is not Necropotence. Okay, they are very short on cards, but we don't have much going on, so let's just play Shredder, I think, here. Yes. Ooh, Demonic Tutor. Okay, well, we're going to need something at some point. That's not great. So let's play Polluted Delta. Attack the opponent. I think we're just passing the turn and hoping we can frighten them with counter magic. Lurus, fine. Well, let's kill that straight away, I think. Or do we wait for our turn just because they're not... Yeah, let's wait for our turn just because we might get the double spell off Shredder. Yeah, this is rough in the extreme. Let's pop another Steam Vents into play. Attack for 1. At least we have Pierce now. That's something. Yep. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Looks like we are cracking a fetch land. Grab our other island. Play Arclight Phoenix. And keep that on defense. And now we don't have the mana to counter that, so 1, 2. That is half the lands in our deck we've drawn there. In the top 14 cards. Okay, well that's something. That's faithless looting. Just another land. Oh my god. Okay. Play another faithless looting. Yep, let's ditch land number whatever. Discard land and bauble, I think, here. Yep. So we got lots of phoenixes. So we're putting a lot of pressure on the opponent's life total here. I would have liked to be able to Pithing Needle their Necropotence, but... yeah, we'll take that damage. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Neither does that. So let's ditch... well, I think we can ditch Pithing Needle now. They're going to need something else. Another land, you say? Interesting. Okay, well let's attack for 11. Wow, that is wild considering how bad our draw was there. Okay, well I'll take it. Finally on the draw. This hand is just okay. I'm almost tempted to ship this one, given that the opponent's mulliganed. Yep. Yep, this is a better hand. Brainstorm without fetch land is not great, but we can draw into one. Don't think we need both expressive iterations. So let's open with a faithless looting. Okay, so let's get rid of land and Hollowed Fountain. Lightning Bolt's pretty good to be getting rid of, so let's get rid of Consider for the moment. Yep, looks like the opponent's on some sort of control deck, so let's play Brainstorm. Good, okay. No land, unfortunately, so we will want to shuffle these away. So let's put back Unholy Heat and Brainstorm. Grab a steam vents. We'll play another Faithless Looting now, I think. Well, let's keep one land and get rid of Bolt here now, I think. And then we'll keep Bauble for potentially Ledger Shredder next turn. Okay, let's play Shredder. Play Bauble. Discard land. See what the opponent's got going on. It's a Fairy Time Raveler. Okay, that is not a joy. Yep. Okay, well, let's pop another Shredder into play. Okay. I'm fine to Bauble, I think, here. Take another peek at the opponent's top card. Clever Impersonator, fine. I like seeing Treasure Cruise. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so let's play Shredder. I'll play Channeler now, I think. Okay, I can play this game for a while.
Right on schedule. I'll protect you.
So, Ledger Shredder. Okay, now I can Treasure Cruise safely. So let's pay 1, 2, 3. Let's leave Shredder actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's only 5. Hang on. Rainstorm can go. Yep. No more land, unfortunately.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Okay, let's iterate. Unholy Heat's good, so let's pop that in our hand. Pop Looting to the bottom. Have a Polluted Delta here. Let's kill that Teferi.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
We'll grab another steam vents. I think our life total's not quite so important here. Now let's treasure cruise again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Probably the easiest ones to get back. Discard a consider. Okay, the opponent's brainstorming again. No phoenixes in the top half of my library, which is a concern. Okay. Well, let's pop Dragon's Rage Channeler into play. Play Brainstorm. Pop back a couple of lands. Shuffle away said lands. Consider. We'll keep another Unholy Heat, I think. How are we doing? So we got... Well, let's consider again. Can go in the bin. So can that. We're down to 20 cards, so that's worth paying attention to. So let's bring back one of our Phoenixes. Go ahead. Okay, so let's play Expressive Iteration. No. So let's have Brainstorm in our hands, Steam Vents on the bottoms, Fire Bluff Canal in exile. Play Brainstorm. Yes. Pop back Unholy Heat and Treasure Cruise. Crack. Steam Vents. Play Looting. Phoenix in the bin. Okay, good game one. Opponents didn't seem to have much going on there. So, Spell Pierce is obviously good. How do I feel about Blood Moon against Control? Probably not. They've got too many basic lands, although they don't have many basic plains. Yeah, alright, let's give it a go. And let's take out... what am I taking out here? Baubles, fine. Brainstorms, fine. Considers fine. Spell Pierce is good. Faithless Looting, good. Lightning Bolt. Maybe Unholy Heat's not so great here. Let's try taking that out. And a couple of... Crews can be quite cheap. Let's take out one cruise and one iteration. Do I want any more Ledger Shredders? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's decent enough. Yeah, fine. As our life total doesn't matter quite so much here. Just in case we have something good to Lightning Bolt. I could just Lightning Bolt their face. No, I think we can hang on to that for now. Play Brainstorm. Okay, Spell Pierce I like. Lands I'm less fussed by, so let's pop those away. Let's play Bauble. Crack our Polluted Delta. Take a peek at the top of their library. Fragment Reality. Okay, it's worth paying attention to. Well, let's Brainstorm again. Land and Iteration can probably go away here. I will take another Steam Vents, I think, here. Play a Dragon's Rage Channeler. Hopefully I can get them to try and make it eat a Fragment Reality. Yeah, now I could Spell Pierce this. But then maybe I want to Spell Pierce Time Raveler. Yeah, I'll let this one go. We got plenty more threats. Okay, let's just play Consider. Yeah, I'll have an Iteration. I'll probably wait on this, I think. Okay, the opponent's stuck on land, so let's crack the Delta, grab another island, just in case we draw Blood Moon. Ooh, Treasure Cruise. Okay, well, let's open with Expressive Iteration. Let's Spell Pierce that. I don't want them drawing a card. Okay, Shredder in hand. Brainstorm to the bottom. Delta in exile. Do we Treasure Cruise now? I suppose we should, as they're kind of tapped out. So let's pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Okay, that's pretty decent, so let's just play Bauble. No need to crack it yet. So they've probably found the land they need here, but hopefully a little too late, considering we're about to put 2 Phoenixes into play. Narset, eh? Interesting.
There are so many mysteries to uncover. Hone your prowess.
I could have Spell Pierced that, but I think I'd rather Lightning Bolt it and Spell Pierce something like a Hero of Dominaria. Reprieve, fine. Crack Polluted Delta. Steam Vents. Draw. Oh yeah, we don't get the extra draw. Whoops. Never mind, it's not the end of the world.
I have reached my limit.
Phoenix. Phoenix. Yep, let's just go again. So I think land and lightning bolt can go here. Now they are tapped out, so I may as well treasure cruise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Yeah, that's fine. I was hoping that was Fragment Reality. That's disappointing. Okay, so let's iterate. Well, let's channeler, iterate. No, we'll keep a land, actually. Okay, let's have looting in hand, bauble to the bottom, strand at the top. Now I think we can brainstorm. Yeah, I'll have another Spell Pierce. Pop back land and another brainstorm. Let's crack our fetch land. Grab our last steam vents. Play another Faithless Looting, just in case there are more things to be found. I don't think I actually want Blood Moon here. Or that one. They've got looting can go and bauble can go. So I can't stop them playing the One Ring here. I could bolt them in response. That makes the One Ring's damage much more difficult for them to swallow, so let's do that. Phoenix in bin. Okay, well there's no point attacking them now. So let's just play Ledger Shredder. And pass the turn, I think. These have to attack, but... Okay, draw 2, sure thing. Yeah, Time Raveler, I'm gonna Spell Pierce. They're gonna have to pay 2 if they want that to survive. Yep, very good. Excellent, okay, 3 wins for Izzet Phoenix. Maybe this is a deck that has some legs. 3 fun games. I mean, playing Phoenix is always fun, but... Okay, very good. And we have a pack to open as well. Yep, that is a card. So, that is Timeless Izzet Phoenix. Good fun. We'll have one last look at the deck list. There we are. So, let me know what you think in the comments. Seemed to go pretty well. We did flat out one game, but we did win. Yeah, no, that was fun. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. As ever, like and subscribe. See you next time.